The Dow Jones Industrial Average climbed 2,962 points, marking the index's best day since 2020. So this is the largest. So here's what ABC doesn't want to say. They're basing it on percentage points. So let's make sure we clarify this for you guys. Percentage point growth wise, it is not the biggest. The biggest in 2020. Straight market points, it's the biggest rally in history. The previous largest rally, I think, was around 2020 with 2,100 points. So this was massive, meaning a lot of people got very, very rich.
To put that in perspective, anyone didn't quite understand, to anyone that already understands, hear me out. If the Dow's at 1,000 and it goes up 100 points, the entire market's gone up 10%. If the Dow's at 10,000 and it goes up 100 points, the entire market's gone up 1%. So the points it's not so important how many points it was, it's what percentage of the total has increased. And that's what Tim was explaining, that in 2020 we had the largest percentage increase. This is what, the second largest percentage?
Yeah, so I think having to do with, I'm pretty sure having to do with COVID, we saw the biggest percentage bump. But in terms of raw numbers, 2,962 is the largest point.
Do you know what it's at now?
The market was at 41 or something. Actually, we do have it pulled up. It's at 40,608. Look at this.
Jesus.
S&P is up 474.13. NASDAQ is up 12.16%. That's crazy. So, Donald Trump led China in a game of chicken. China lost. Trump now drops the tariffs for the most part. And I saw Bill Ackman. He's this billionaire who's flipped and he's been pro-Trump. And he's saying that masterfully played, brilliant strategic move by Donald Trump. Our buddy David Pakman chimed in and said, what deal? What did he do? All he did was set fire to the system. And then when he reversed it, claimed there was a big market gain or something. I'll tell you, the market took a hit when Trump announced tariffs. Big tariffs, 30%, 90%. A few days later, Trump walks it all back to a flat 10%. And everyone's cheering for him. This is literally textbook art of the deal, big ask. Trump says, we're going to put a big tariff on everybody. Everyone freaks out. He goes, okay, fine. You win, only 10%. And everyone's like, yay. And the market rallies.
I mean,
predictable.
I don't claim to know whether he intended this or not. I mean, the arguments that, he was concerned about the stock market, that does make a certain degree, or the bond market, that does make a certain degree of sense. But maybe he did have a plan. I don't know what the guy's thinking. I'm not in the White House.
Yeah, it's almost like, was he thinking? Was he going on a gut hunch? Like, that's kind of, when you're really making deals, you're kind of going with your gut. You're not really thinking with your, you definitely have already done the thought processes in your brain before you go into the deal making room, but you're moving with your gut and your intuition. And this, I think, one thing that gives me a lot of hope in this whole thing is the rapidity that Trump and Xi Jinping have escalated things. Like, there's no hesitation. It's like they're both enjoying it.
I mean, China's a serious threat to the United States. And people that think that China is just like a rival or whatever, they think that it's not a big deal or that we can come to agreements. Like the way that the Biden administration treated China was absolutely, it was derelict in my opinion of dereliction of duty. Like he was not protecting the United States from China. China's making massive gains in energy production, and with AI being the kind of the tech of the future, you need that kind of energy production. You need a massive ability. They've got another dam that's coming up that's going to be built in the next, I think, 5 years, maybe 10 years, that's going to be able to power, or that will produce enough energy where it could power the entire country of Germany, right? The Three Gorges now is huge, and the U.S. is falling so far behind the Chinese in it when it comes to just energy production that it's going to be a real big problem.
So I'm gonna break this down real simply for our Democrat friends. Phil, what would happen if you and I were trading and you were buying $1,000 worth of donuts from me, but I was only giving you $500 every month?
I would stop buying them.
But you have to keep buying them. You have to.
Have to keep buying them. Well, I would be losing out, wouldn't I?
You'd be going into debt.
Yeah.
You'd start selling off your assets to pay for your donuts. And this is what the United States has been doing for 30 years. A trade deficit, which people don't really understand. If we're buying from China and they're not buying from us, they are extracting from us. We are not producing wealth. We are on borrowed time. What ends up happening to a person who, Phil, what happens when you run out of money, but you have to buy the donuts?
You go into debt. You put it on your credit card. Sometimes you refinance your house to buy
It's a nice watch. I'll take your watch from you.
You could sell property.
And what's been happening, China's been buying up land because the U.S. needs to keep buying from China as per their addictions. And the money goes to China, and China uses it to buy what they can from us. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.